fire. You know, I hadn't thought about that, but that's brilliant. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna think about it. So I think we're gonna get started actually here. It's going to be a wolf versus a Zelda. That is not what I was expecting. I'm gonna update the overlay real quick.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Stone Division, and it's going to be Shuc versus dontcampme, and save. Wow. There we go.
Wow, and dontcampme just straight away with that up B into Luc's face, getting that damage. I think everyone was surprised for that. I don't know if that's the optimal choice, but definitely a really aggressive one.
Did he just
caught by surprise there?
I think he just taunted while he was on the platform. That was so weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was weird. Ah, that up B almost getting that stock. Luke has to be really careful because also Wolf is a character that but he has to be really careful because most of Wolf's options are close quarters, and Zelda has the up B to the elevator to get that percentage and those kills, which are gonna help him out a lot.
Oh yeah, she definitely has that strong out of shield option that Wolf needs to play around, but at the same time, I mean, Wolf, you know, has the crazy combos and the pressure and advantage states to really destroy Zelda once she gets hit. So far it kind of feels like Boss didn't really know what Phantom does, because we saw him on the ledge, Phantom was fully charged, and he decided to jump, which is, if you know anything about Phantom, oh that's unfortunate. If you know anything about Phantom level 3, it's that it hits high, and it hits everywhere. So that is kind of scary.
It's not a good choice to jump against that Phantom unless you have something like a reflector, which Luke can use.
It's good to jump against it once it's starting up, but if it's already, you know, charged, just wait. Just wait and get out of its range. Yeah.
I'm praying because there's not much you can do against the Phantom and the side B as well. It's curious how dontcampme plays a character that can outcamp with people.
Yeah, right? It's such an ironic name. Heartless and Coin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But right now, yeah, dontcampme is just kind of... Yeah, that's what we like to see, that reflector. Sorry?
Is he hearing me?
I hope not. Maybe he got that live coaching.
Oh. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. We're just doing our thing. So dontcampme actually taking the first game there, but it did feel like, you know, Buzz actually found some merit from that first game. You know, knows that he has to reflect the Phantom. Zebra, thank you for the follow, and probably already noticed that, you know, Zelda doesn't really have the most mobility, especially compared to a character like Wolf. So if he learns to abuse that a bit more, he should be fine.
Yeah, let's just hope Luke doesn't SD once more, because he lost the stock at a really low percentage, and I hope that doesn't get into his mind. dontcampme pretty solid all the game, I'd say, and Luke just a little bit below, but that SD is just a strong factor.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
A strong factor. Maybe it was a little bit too much for that game.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just looking at, because I got the chat open where the players are banning. I see that dontcampme is banning Lila, Yoshi, and Kalos, and we are going to Pokemon Stadium 2. So I think they're both just gonna stick to their characters. You know, not a whole lot of reason to switch after that first game. But yeah, I think that Boss can definitely pull something, pull through here, so to say. So we're gonna get started here. Second match.
Is he gonna start with the same move as the first game?
That would be very funny. Just up B's right immediately once again. Like right from the get-go. Let's see. He does.
He just tries. I mean, I think there's not a high risk involved in that, and you can get 20%, so it's not the worst option.
No, but there's not a whole lot of like reason to go for it either, because it's not that like amazing at low percents. But Buzz kind of getting boxed out by Zelda right now, which is kind of painful. Jumps into the up smash. That is also very painful. And dontcampme kind of overwhelming boss, it almost feels like.
Yeah, it feels like he hasn't played with many Zeldas so far, because he's just getting... dontcampme is getting all what he wants. Is a rushdown character that is getting abused by those ABs and those options out of shield. And dontcampme seems pretty comfortable against Wolf.
Yeah, he does. It goes for reflect, but you cannot do it that transparently because Zelda has way more time to react. And that's what we saw right there. And dontcampme, you know, feels like he's just a bit more in his element with Zelda than Boss is with Wolf. Like, he can play his own game plan and doesn't really have to respect much that Boss does, because it feels like Boss hasn't really learned very well how to put on the pressure with Wolf. And that's kind of keeping him back right now.
Yeah, also, dontcampme... I mean, it's easier to get a player to play Wolf against you than Zelda. That Smash almost taking it. And what I meant with that is... Great, fair enough. What I meant is that dontcampme is probably... has an easier time to find someone that plays Wolf than Basgeluk.
Right.
Zelda.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, did not air dodge there. Very good jump, because he would have died for an air dodge. The Boss doing pretty well here in this second stock. Needs to be careful on how he touches the shield though, because we all know that dontcampme is just waiting to press the B button.
Ooh, almost sealing that dog. Basgeluk doing a really good job at keeping his for now. With that dash attack, definitely gonna do it. dontcampme, and again with that lead that is quite comfortable when you play in a character that doesn't need to approach to get percentage.
For sure, and dontcampme kind of missing the throw combo there, that's unfortunate. Boss though, I like how he is firing back, you know. The first game started out kind of rough, and now the second game, he might still be in disadvantage, but he is doing much better. And you love to see that.
You have to be really careful, because if you start an animation that's gonna keep you on place, Zelda can also abuse that. Wow, that's F smash into Zelda's face, taking out that second stock, and dontcampme now in a very tougher spot than before.
And what I want to give dontcampme as a piece of advice here, and that actually goes to, you know, all players, is if you are off stage and your opponent is on the stage, be extremely careful if you decide to jump back to the stage or not. Because 9 out of 10 times, or maybe even more, it's better to grab the ledge. So it's, yeah, that's just the Zelda coverage on the ledge. That's rough.
Yeah, it just feels like a low-key, a little bit retail Samus, you know? Getting back to the stage against Zelda is just so difficult sometimes. Yeah,
for sure. It's kind of rough. But that just goes to show, I mean, honestly, how well dontcampme is just playing as Zelda. You know, he knows his tools, he knows how to use them. Honestly, still a bit too trigger happy with some moves, I would say, especially with the more risky stuff like the Bees. But he's just showing that he knows how to play his character. And I'm still kind of missing that with Boss. We haven't really seen any big combos from Boss. We haven't really seen the strong advantage states that Wolf is known for. So it feels like in that regard, Boss, if you're going to be watching this back, try to focus on that in friendlies. Because I feel like if you learn how to do that and learn how to play the patient neutral into the strong advantage, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna rock. Because Wolf, that is where Wolf shines.
Yeah. Wolf has to abuse those combos, those long strings that get a lot of percentages, and those commands, let's just say commands that have little or no lag at all. Because Wolf is really strong with his frame data.
Yeah, for sure. That might be an understatement even. But, yeah. We're going to FD, which is I'm not sure actually. I think this stage could be good for Wolf because, you know, he has the horizontal control with the laser, and then he can absolutely destroy Zelda because there's no platform to land on. But and so far it's kind of just a going out of the gate swinging kind of match.
Yeah, they're just exchanging hits back and forth, and right now I don't think that benefits Bas, because he's the one that needs to win 3 games straight. You know, wow, that backer was perfect.
How did he get a lightning kick on the Wolf side B? That's kind of nutty. That is kind of nutty, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, Buzz, you know, one thing, you know, I like that he started to use the reflector, but he's being much too transparent with his usage. He's just, you know, showing that he's gonna reflect the Phantom way before it's even time, and that's what I like to see. Uses a reflector, notices that it's not gonna work, immediately changes his game plan, rolls in to avoid the grab, and you know, he might still be in a big disadvantage here, but he is showing that he's learning from his mistakes in the set, and I love that.
What I've seen about Baz that I really like is his recovery when dontcampme is just throwing that side B, which I don't know his name, but I don't know, I just really don't know it. But when he throws this side B, Baz just waits and goes from downside or just jumps over it. And dontcampme hasn't been able to get any side Bs on him so far.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, Buzz finally takes the first stock, but already at 113%. That's just a few good hits away. Oh no, and another SD. Kind of spooked by the Phantom there. Thought he would land on the stage, goes for the reflector, but he just glides past. That's unfortunate to see, but dontcampme definitely gonna take that and try to close out the set here. But we see Buzz firing back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's
Nice.
doing a really good job not letting dontcampme get back on the stage, and already at 113%, and there's the SD that even things out.
Yeah, an eye for an eye, both SDs for both parties, and I like how Buzz was using Nair in that situation, actually covering the roll from the ledge, covering other options, showing that, you know, hey, this big old long-lasting aerial is pretty good for the ledge trapping. And it's just a slugfest. Both of them hitting each other left and right. And Buzz barely hanging on there on the ledge.
Very great recovery by the Wolf player right now at a quite good lead, actually, I'd say. But you have to keep in mind that Zelda hits, and when she does, hits strong.
Yeah, that is it. He expanded his double jump, trying to jump back on the stage. And that's what I said in the last game. Be careful how you use your jumps, especially when you're coming back from off stage, because it might just end up with you losing a stock. Just like that. But honestly, I like what I saw from Buzz, you know. Even though he lost all 3 games, I feel like I clearly saw him progressing in learning how to play the matchup and dealing with Zelda. So in that regard, I'm really happy about what I saw. So good stuff to both players. And that means that dontcampme is going to win that one. And we're going to have our next